Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, guys. In today's video, I'm going to just be doing some War Thunder gameplay on the Xbox One, 1S or X. So, I'm just starting out right now. Right now, so far, I have, I'm using the US, aircraft, and for right now, we're just gonna be doing some aircraft gameplay, cause I don't have any tanks or helicopters. And yes, they do have helicopters. Oh wait. Okay, so first, originally about tanks and aircraft, but now they've changed it to a bigger variety. So, this game is free to play on the Xbox and PC. I'm not sure about the PS4. So right now we're flying a bomber right now, and for right now I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys some tips on trying to fly. The controls are a little bit hard, but so far all you're gonna want to do is, for bombers, just fly higher, because if you're higher in bombers, it's harder for the aircraft to reach you because you're higher, and they have to take more time to get up to you. But for right now, I'm going to be denying that rule and just flying straight towards them. Yeah. So once I die or get into a new game, I'll use a different aircraft. Just drop some bombs. Oh, got hits. Destroyed. All of them. So the aim of the game is to you see the bar at the top, that bar. You have to get the enemy bar, which is red, all the way to the ground, or all the way to the to deplete completely. And once it depletes completely, then then you win. And same for the other team. If they get your bar down, then your team will lose. So let's go ahead and get into a dive bomber. Cool. So waiting. Okay. So for the dive bomber, I think it's called the assault plane. What it's meant to do is it's meant to take out ground craft. It has, and it's equipped with bombs, or 3 bombs, or for the first starter one, it was equipped with 3 bombs and two front-mounted machine guns and 1 turret in the back. You can use the back-mounted turret if you click Y to change the position of the camera. Then it'll change to a camera position, and then you'll be allowed to use the turret. As you can see, if you guys look at the bottom, right where my aircraft is, you see that little gray dotted line, or dotted circle with lines in the middle. That is your crosshair for the bombs, and when you're dropping bombs, the bombs are going to drop in the middle of the crosshair. So if you want to have the best accuracy, then you're best going to have accuracy when the target is in the middle. Now I really am not good at aircraft, so and maneuvering out here. So okay, so you can't trust me to be safe. So let's go ahead and go. Let's go into fighter or light fighter. This is the fighter which is meant to drop maybe bombs, which I have bombs equipped. If you look on the underside of the belly, or on the belly of the plane, you can see that there are bombs. If you look under on my plane, you can see the 2 bombs that I have. They're 100-pound bombs, and they are not meant to. They're not meant to like destroy heavy things. They're only meant to destroy like anti-air, small anti-air, light anti-air, stuff like that. So this game is really realistic. It has like fuel leaks, gun jams. Yeah, you can have your wing cut off. Oil leak, or you can have oil temperature go too low. You can stall. You can. There's a lot of things. You can just even if you're a good shot, you can even hit the pilot, and if you kill the pilot, the plane instantly goes down, and that means you are practically just out with that plane. So now I'm going to go ahead and using another aircraft, or another bomber. This bomber is a little bit different. This bomber, oh yeah, first, let me just say this thing with all bombers. All bombers, if you are in the normal camera, click Y once, and you can automatically control all the turrets located. And here they are 4 turrets, 1 in the front, which is right in front of you. Then there are 2 on the sides. They come in a bulge on both sides. And there's 1 in the bottom, which is kind of hard to see. But you can kind of see a hole in the bottom of the plane. If you look closely, you can see a hole in the bottom of the plane, and that will and that's where he shoots out of. So I'm stalling, so I need to up. Okay. Some of the bomber planes come equipped with a couple front-mounted guns that you can shoot in this position, but they're in this aircraft. There are none front-mounted machine guns other than the turret in the front, but that cannot be accessed in this camera. You are not in the turret position, the turrets will actually fire for you. So for example, if that plane would get in my... Why can't I shoot? Oh, gotcha. Let's go ahead and do some crazy stuff. Try to find some enemies to shoot at. Okay. So far we're about to win. Each bomb, okay. So earlier I said that this bomber was a little bit different. This is one of the special bombers that can actually only land in water. as you can see, if I go ahead and you can see on the sides at the very top there's the bullet I don't know that holds the plane up in the water, and that'll allow you to land in water. And I could right now go to that river right down there and land in it. I'm actually gonna go do that now because we're about to land and have nothing else to do. You can how you get new planes is by researching new equipment. Okay, we have one. How you get new planes and really any vehicle is you go and research them. Once you've researched them, then you can go ahead and buy them, or you can just save up your money. And they start out cheap, but they eventually, get really expensive. So the first couple planes that I've bought, I prefer the bombers just because some are really overpowered, like the Flying Fortress. But I haven't unlocked that one, so it's gonna be a while. So as you can see, you can here. So let's just go and talk about what this is. This is the ending screen of a game. So up at the top where it says War Thunder, look a little bit to the right, or right, and you'll see a lion, and next to that lion you'll see a bunch of numbers, and those are your points, or those are your like credit, you could say. And next to that is an eagle, which is your like platinum currency. So as you can see in here, I have gotten a total of 3,192 money, and the light bulbs right here, the blue ones on the screen, I have 706, which is used to get research planes and research parts for your plane, or like equipment and stuff. So as you can see right here, I have wings repaired, turret, and a radiator for these planes, and this one is still being researched. And now I can go ahead and buy those. So I started researching that. I can buy that. I can, that's all with this plane. I can finish that, then I can go ahead and research this, buy this. That's all for this plane, and then for this one, I can start researching that and buy this. Okay, and now that's all. Okay, so let's go ahead and if you hit LT, you can go and bring up the research page and this is all the planes that you can get. So in this very far right column are all the platinum planes or vehicles, which cost the platinum currency to buy, or you can buy them with real money, some of them. Here are all, and in the left column, are the planes that you can get in game without having to spend any money, or real life money. So let's go ahead and go to the very far left column, which is the light fighter, and fighter, and heavy fighter, column. So these planes are meant for maybe going down and attacking a little bit of um, uh, ground vehicles, but mostly fighting in the air. The next one, I'm not sure what these are. Oh, Naval Fighters. Oh, okay. So the next is Naval Fighter, which is practically just attacking uh, naval areas, which on some maps is a lot of, and others is not. Next is the Assault, which can be either naval fighters like this one or dive bomber. This is also naval. Naval. Yeah, attacker right here. Some of them are attackers, some of them are naval, some of them are dive bombers, something like that. But these are mostly meant for maybe a little bit of air-to-air combat, but mostly air-to-ground combat. And these come with a couple bombs, depending on the size of your plane. And a couple mounted, or front-mounted machine guns, and usually a couple turrets. I don't think this one does. Okay. And the last column is bombers. These bombers, they have lots of health. It's just that they're really slow. And they can have a lot of crew members, so sometimes it does take a lot more money to buy these just because of the cost of, no. Okay, just because of the cost of them. But yeah. Okay. This is an example of the naval stuff. Over here. Okay, maybe I can't move it. Okay, but towards the left side of the map, or to the right side of the map, you can see some water, or blue on the map, but that's water, and that water can have watercraft. Okay, so right now I'm flying in clouds, so it does limit your visibility. And this is what it does. You can have different time of day, weather, and stuff like that. So I think this is cloudy, I'd say. So what I'm doing, since it's an assault craft, I am going to attack all these ground units marked in yellow and red. Or blinking yellow and red. All the other crafts over here and stuff near are AI or real people. It just depends on if you can get enough people in the game. So I just dropped my bombs. Ooh, 4. Okay. In the bottom left, you can see how many people are left, or how many ground units are left. So right now it's 40. We have 40. They have 40. So once we destroy one of their ground units, so that means anything. It's gone down to 39 since I just destroyed them. And so on and so forth. It'll keep going down. And in this, once you destroy all of them, then you win the game. So right now I am just flying back and forth to destroy the aircraft, or destroy the and some of the ground units are anti-air, so they can actually shoot you down. Oh, damn it. Did he go down? He went down, okay. So I'm just right now flying back and forth, hoping that, yes, I got him. I hit him. Okay. Yeah, so, okay, so, number one, another thing is that if you guys do want to play with me, you guys can go down in the description and look for my gamer tag. It'll be posted in the link below, or in the description below. I mean, but you can also I'm just gonna go and tell you right now what it is. It's Shawoo48, SHAWOO 48. If you go and search that up in the Xbox, find someone, friends page, then you will find me as the first one to pop up. And if you go ahead and friend me, then I'll have a chance of friending you back, and you can even have a chance of playing with me. And if you do want even a higher chance of playing with me, then go ahead and subscribe, like the video, and even comment your gamer tag so I will know to hopefully comment back, or friend you back. Okay, what is my plane doing? What is my plane doing? I have never seen a plane do this before. My plane is just flying in the air. Okay, absolutely. Okay, Yep. Just died. Okay, really? Okay, and technically you do have infinite ammo. It's just that after a while, you will start to have an effect that will cause you to get annoyed, as I do sometimes. Which is after dropping all your bombs, and you have none left, on the plane that I was just in, it takes 6 minutes and 30 seconds to replenish all your bombs, which is really annoying. But in most bombers, it only takes 60 seconds too. And also another cool thing in bombers is that it does even have a bomb cam, so you can, if you're really high up, you don't have to try and figure out a way to look down, because it's really hard to look down at the marker. And in the middle of the crosshairs where you will drop the bombs. But I don't like doing that, especially this foggy weather. Not foggy, cloudy weather. And what makes it sometimes even harder for if you're high up in the sky is if you're trying to fight ground units that are moving. What will happen is if you drop the bombs too high, then then all of them will just run out the way, or will drive out the way, you could say. Which means it makes the stuff completely useless, due to the fact that by the time the bombs reach them, they've already driven pretty far. So that should get them. It's brilliant. Okay. So this game has legit just been released like a couple days ago, for free. It has, I'm pretty sure it has been out for money on the Xbox, but I didn't buy it because it was really way too much, and it was better just to buy it free, or just get it free when it came out. Okay, I'm trying to show you guys So when you're not, or so when you're just sitting there, the things will the turrets will shoot at enemy aircraft. They'll not shoot at ground, anti-air, or ground anything. The only thing they will shoot at is the other aircraft coming after you. So right now it's so close to them or us winning. It's practically a 1v1. Yes, we won. Okay. So yeah. Cool. So for winning, if you lose, you get usually a little less amount of points, but that doesn't mean you completely lose everything. It just kind of lowers you. It doesn't get as much stuff. So normally if I lost, I would get about 500 light bulbs, you could say, or XP, and a little less the currency. So I have right here, I have finished building my aircraft. No, I've finished building my aircraft. So, or I've finished researching my aircraft, so now I can go ahead and order it, which is the same as flying. Wait. No. Okay. So, okay. Actually, this is our decision. I can either get another one of the dive bombers, or I can, get this. Just a medium bomber. I'll get the medium bomber. No, so medium bomber. Research. Okay. So now that's researching. Let's purchase that. Purchase. Okay, let's get research this. Finish. Okay, now we gotta research this because I don't use torpedoes. Buy that. Okay. So now, since I now own that aircraft, it's a new aircraft. Okay. So I'm gonna now another thing that you can do is actually upgrade your crew. This will allow you to have more points, or make your aircraft better, so you can have more G-forces and stuff like that. And you can customize them and modify them. And other than that, that's really it. So if you guys do want more gameplay or a different game, you can either comment that in the description below or anything like that. And other than that, just like and subscribe. We'll be seeing you guys.